Hi everyone, Chris at TorqueKing here with today's product highlight, our TK2003 Divorce Case Transfer Case Kit. The TK2003 Divorce Case Conversion Kit for the married NV271 and NV273 Ford and Dodge transfer cases is what you've been waiting for. This kit allows you to install a modern transfer case in older vehicles that already have a divorce or remote mount transfer case, or you can convert your two-wheel drive truck to four-wheel drive without transmission modification, or retain your four-wheel drive capabilities when upgrading to a heavier duty Eaton or really any other transmission in your pickup. I'm really only scratching the surface here. The possibilities are truly vast when you go with the divorce case setup, and best of all, because new process, new venture transfer cases use the same two planetary gear sets going all the way back to the NV231 models in the mid-80s, we can probably make this adapter work for your build too. Buy this divorce transfer case kit at TorqueKing.com or give us a call and we can tailor a solution to your specific needs. Our link is in the description below, and while you're looking there, give us a like and a comment. It really does help us reach more people just like you. Then subscribe to see more of our product highlights. We've been around for over 30 years and plan to be around at least that much longer. Thanks for watching and good luck keeping your rig on the road. And for anybody that stuck around this long, we're ready for the bonus footage. Wow, there she is. This is the transfer case half that this part goes into. So what I want to do today is I'm going to show you with one of our torn down transfer cases rather, exactly what happens here. And I'm leaving out some of the pieces. I don't have every snap ring and all of that in here, but you're going to get the idea from what's going on. When you go to install this kit, what you want to do is tear your whole transfer case apart, because unfortunately the only way to make it work is to get all the way to the front, and you have to start at the very back of the transfer case. When you get as deep as your planetary, you're going to have a different input gear. That's our input gear that's our input gear that makes this the different conversion kit. That's the word I was looking for. That's your different conversion input shaft, input gear. So this input gear is going to take the place of the one that was there. There will be a thrust washer above and below that holds inside the case of this pinion. Then there's a plate that goes on top of that. Then this will all slide into the transfer case, which I'll do here. Let me set some things aside. I'm going to show you one time from the front and one time from the back. Now I did this without installing our seal in the case here, but you'd install the seal in the case, you'd slip that through, and now you've got your piece in place. The next thing you do is, with that seal in place, you've got your input drive flange and the nut that holds that drive flange in place. So you can see this sticks out a little ways when everything is installed, but it doesn't stick out too far. We're about 4.5 to 5 inches out from the front of this original case. You make a drive shaft that'll fit between this adapter and the back of your transmission, whatever transmission you've got, and we've probably got a flange that'll do that job for you. Until you get into the Eaton and heavy duties like that, you may have to find your local drive shaft shop help you with that. But that's our piece. That's what makes this divorce transfer case. So I'm going to set these pieces back out. Let's take a look from the inside. This is the other piece of the transfer case conversion kit. That one different piece there, that's your range selector collar. That's the other piece that comes with this. And that's the last piece you need for this kit. Now the reason I said earlier in the video is that The new process, new venture transfer cases use that same pinion setup, that same planetary pinion setup, is because with this same planetary and the 261, 263, 246, 241, and 231 transfer cases, I keep saying transmissions. In those transfer cases, this part can be the very same part. There is a wide tooth and a narrow tooth, and this particular one is a wide tooth. With a wide tooth planetary setup in any of those transfer cases, this can work and make that 231, 241 transfer case into a divorce case like you're trying to do. I know there's some guys out there with Fords that want to go to a manual transmission, or later Chevys that want to go to a manual transmission, and definitely a bunch of Dodge guys with a Cummins diesel that want to go to a different transmission. A lot of guys want to go with an Eaton, whether they go with a 5-speed, a 9-speed, a 10, or even a 13-speed. You end up with a very large transmission in there, but even though it's large wide, it's only a few inches longer, maybe 8 to 10 inches longer in those biggest, heaviest transmissions. And to use something like that to go into one of these transfer cases that are easily capable of 1,000 foot-pounds of torque, you've got a lot of options now that you didn't have before. So we're going to be limited on how many of these we can get at this time. We've got enough to service the next few guys that call in, maybe 15 or 20 of you if I remember how many of these input gears we've got. But they're not going to last forever. This particular input gear may not be made anymore. But we got what we can, and we're going to have a lot more coming soon. And when these are gone, we've got another solution down the road.